Alright, here we go. And why? What? What's wrong with the... Okay, there we go. Thank you. Here we are! We are... Welcome to the After Hours Gaming League Match 11 between Google Cardboard and Garmin. It's we're going to game one. It's going to be a ZVZ between Garmin's BigBlind and Google Cardboard's Roshambo. Pink Zerg versus Blue Zerg on Inferno pools with cross spawns. So it's gonna be, it's not gonna be over super quick. On horizontal or vertical spawns, especially on horizontal spawns, a very quick ling opening could definitely end the game early. It is still possible here, but with cross spawns it is, I think, very much less likely than any other opening. So here we have both players droning up quite a bit. Going up to 15, so we're gonna see hatch first here. I would imagine from both players. Yep, there goes the drone. Oh no, it's a pool first for BigBlind. Wants to play it safe. He's gonna have to make something happen with this. I imagine he'll grab a hatchery next. If he does not, then he will definitely have to make something happen against the his opponent, who did go hatch first on the opposite side of the map. What is this Overlord doing? He's rallied somewhere strange. Oh, he's doing a loop around thing. Okay. There goes that hatch. Not long after his opponent. And likewise with this running pool, not long after BigBlind's either. For Roshambo. Quick gas as well. Quick gas for BigBlind. Gas is almost at exactly the same time. Roshambo's a little bit earlier. Should pull 3 drones onto that now so he can get that speed at a nice and early time. Queen starting nice and early for BigBlind with that earlier pool. Pool finishing now for Roshambo, so he's going to be able to start 2 queens in a second. Starts 1 in the main, and should have enough minerals to start the natural queen just about when it finishes. And see, there it goes. 3 on gas for BigBlind as well. First 2 Zerglings about to run out. He should know, yeah, he knows by now that his opponent is cross spawns. He is splitting these lings up though. On decision. Metabolic boost starting for both players at almost precisely the same second. Roshambo's 2 seconds ahead, despite having a later spawning pool. All in all, these players are quite even. The only difference is that Roshambo is going to have his second queen up earlier. Should start another inject with that. Roshambo going for a 3rd queen. Continuing to mine gas, and yeah, there goes the Baneling nest, so he is going to get aggressive here. Zergling now finds his opponent. A shame he didn't know that he was there earlier. He should have known. He's going to lose the Zergling though. Oh, to that queen. Other Zergling retreating back home. Metabolic boost about to finish for both players. Baneling nest about to finish for BigBlind. And there's no Baneling nest for Roshambo, but that's okay. He's ahead in drones. BigBlind's about to catch up in drones, but at the very least, BigBlind is droning. He's not pumping a lot of Zerglings, so this Baneling nest is intended for defensive purposes. Probably see him morph in 2 Banelings right on top of the ramp here any second. Now we do have that defensive Baneling nest going down for Roshambo here. Still no Banelings. 14 lings for Roshambo, 8 for BigBlind. BigBlind actually pulling ahead in workers now. Being a little more greedy with those. Creep Queen, gonna connect the 2 bases. Get those queens together for defense. Very useful. Zergling gets in here, doesn't see very much though. Actually, if we do check Roshambo's vision real quick. Yeah, he didn't see much of anything. It's quite unfortunate. Does have a bunch of Zerglings out front here. BigBlind keeping his at home. A drone is... I guess it's going to take the watchtower, yeah. BigBlind morphing some banelings here. He's going to go fisticuffs with the Zergling. No, he's going to run away. BigBlind will hold the watchtower here. Both players being quite defensive. Quite skittish. 2 more queens for Roshambo. And a lair for BigBlind now. BigBlind mining, going up to 4 gases, so it's gonna be Spire play for him. And Roshambo is still mining just the 1. Still on a low drone count. He's got a lot of money that he's not spending. So we do have a bit of a macro problem here for Roshambo. Not a whole lot of drones in the natural. Starting an Evo Chamber. Oh! Very lucky baneling there. Gets a bunch of Zergling kills. Looks like he's going to send out another and try to do the same thing. Lair starting now for Roshambo. Got more than enough drones in his main. Not as much in his natural. Creep Tumor going to go down. And Lair finishes for BigBlind. Should throw down that Spire any second now. Roshambo catching up in drones, 8 more. +1 melee, second Evo Chamber going down. And there's the Spire, right next to the lair for BigBlind. Roshambo's lair is about to finish, so we'll see if he decides to throw down a Spire as well. Way too many drones here in the main. He needs to split some of those off towards the natural. He needs to get some additional gases. He's only mining 1 geyser. He's got 1,200, 1,300 minerals. No macro hatch, no third. He's going to run out with some Zerglings here. He's going to try to challenge the third of his opponent. But I think with this army here... does he have roaches in there? No. I think he's going to be able to defend the third just fine. Yeah, here come the Zerglings. But there's more Zerglings here for BigBlind. So he's going to hold it just fine. Roshambo starting his own Spire and taking his 2nd through 4th gases now, but it's quite a bit late. He's investing in 1-1 for his Zerglings. This third is going to get up fine. He's not getting a third of his own despite having a ton of minerals for it. The Spire's going to finish and he's going to have no gas. Whereas BigBlind Spire is about to finish and he's got enough gas for 10 Mutalisks. Starts 3 right away. Is he going to go for a Spire upgrade? He's going to try to play Fisticuffs here at the third. And Baneling's getting excellent trades, but doesn't have enough Banelings to beat the rest. So the third might actually be in trouble here. He's more of Banelings. Lings try to bait the Banelings a bit. I'm not sure he's going to win here. Good micro on the Banelings from Roshambo, keeping them alive. Using them to protect his Zerglings. If he just buys a little more time, he could get this third down. It's going to be close. He sacrifices the Baneling, and... oh! 14 HP left on that hatchery. Oh. So close. He might just try to snipe it. Might just try to snipe it with some elevators here. Oh no, he did get it! He sniped. The Lings got through. Couldn't stop all of them, it seems. So close, he had to go for it. More Mutalisks on the way for BigBlind. Spores going up defensively for Roshambo. Roshambo way behind in supply. He's down in drones. He's got nearly 3,000 minerals. He needs macro hatcheries. He needs more units. He doesn't have the gas to invest in Mutalisks. He's gonna lose a spine here. Ling's gonna run in. They're gonna try to take the queen. They run into a bunch of Banelings, lose most of them. So good Baneling defense there. But he's got no answer for these Mutalisks. He's got spores, but now he can't move out. Things running around out here. 103 supply to 58. +2 melee, +1 flyer carapace coming from this Spire. But I think going into Spire is not an investment that Roshambo here can make. He's way behind on gas. If his opponent dumps all his gas into Mutalisk, he'll never be able to catch up. He's got a third going down with double extractors already. Lucky Overlord here, managing to still live. Queen, Spores, Banelings. He's going to be hard to break, at the very least. Muta's going to go into the main here, but there's 2 Spores. Doesn't want to challenge that. 2 more Mutalisks. 2 Mutalisks for Roshambo. He's going to try to get these Queens. Good transfuses. Doesn't get the middle one, though. Let's save this Queen. He's got plenty of transfuses for all these Queens. No injects on either hatchery, unfortunately, though. Banelings spread out. Spores doing enough for the defense, it seems. Another Spore going down. Third finishes for BigBlind. 30 Zerglings on the way. He's going to run a bunch of Zerglings in here, and he's going to lose most of them to just a couple Banelings. Roshambo proving really efficient with the defense here. But he's contained. He can't move out. He's behind on gas. He's never going to be able to win with Mutalisk, so we actually have BigBlind throwing down the Infestation Pit and the Hydralisk Den, which is really what we need to see Roshambo doing to try to get out of here. Baneling Morph coming in. Mineral constraint here for BigBlind. BigBlind actually behind in drones now. There hasn't been any counterattack that I've seen. What the heck happened to his main? There's no drones there. I don't think there was an attack here. Nothing looks damaged. Muta's poking around. There's 19 Mutalisks for BigBlind here. Transfuse is going down to keep the Spores and Evo Chamber alive. 22 Zerglings morphing in for Roshambo. He's probably going to morph them into Banelings. Getting +2 ground carapace, +2 flyer carapace, but he's got 4 Mutalisks against the 19, soon to be 24 of BigBlind. He is somehow managing to catch up in supply, but his army supply is so much lower. Here comes the Baneling walk. They're going to come straight into the mineral line here. A bunch of drones go down. Those plus upgrades will do that. More drones going to rally back here, but more Banelings are just going to waddle straight in. BigBlind equalizing the drone count. Starting to mine this third, including the 5th geyser. Mutalisk pushing in. 2 Spores is still intimidating, even for this number of Mutalisks, though. Especially if Queens start coming over and transfusing. They're going to fight for the back of this mineral line. Spores on a nice position, but they're going to get the spawning pool. Transfuse goes down to save it, and he backs off. I'm not sure why. He's only taking Queen Fire. He can't challenge the Queen because of the Spores. Backs off. Could have got the spawning pool there. Not sure. He's going to challenge the Queens here, but yeah, he does need to back off. Queens do outrange the Mutalisk and can retreat to the Spores. Corruptor's coming out for Roshambo. Interesting decision. So he may be able to, with that carapace, and Corruptor's already having natural armor. He's going to have 4 armor on these Corruptors in a second against the attack for the Glaive Worm is 9. So he's going to neutralize a lot of that muted damage. Zerglings and Banelings run into the natural here. Looks like they clear out a bunch more drones. The large Baneling trade. More units here. They're going to run in. And there's a Baneling here in the back, but I don't think there's enough to answer all these Zerglings. Baneling's getting okay trades. Drones getting eviscerated. Down to 30 drones here for Roshambo. Does keep the natural mining somewhat. He has a Natus Worm. I did not see that. I wonder if the Mutalisks saw that. They're going too soon. So many Mutalisks. 40? Yeah, 36 Mutalisks. Gets drones, gonna get the Queen. Powers down the Spore, actually. Corruptor is going to try to fight for the defense here, but there's so many Mutalisks, I don't know if he does throw down Corruption. Corruptors have to retreat to Spores. More Lings and Banelings running in, getting some trades, but there's enough Banelings for Roshambo to hold the ground somewhat. Maybe. It's not looking good for him. Corruptor's engaging here. Corruptor's actually getting a decent fight. High armor, Spore defense versus the Mutas. The Mutas are running all over the place. The mineral lines of Roshambo have been gutted. He's trying to zone these Mutalisks with the Corruptors. He's getting okay trades, but he's got no answer for this next ground force running in. More Zerglings running in. Mutalisks engaging with the Corruptors here. They're actually starting to pick them off. With that 9. Corruptors having the armor. Baits the Mutalisks into the Spores, gets a couple kills. Very nice there. Not paying attention to his Mutas for a moment. Another Banding Morph comes in. 17 drones to 40. Should really have more than 40 drones. Especially going up to 4 bases for this surge. But he's actually going to clear out a bunch of these Banelings. Only a few remain, and the Muta's going to try to start picking them off. He's going to lose a bunch of Overlords here, actually. Mutalist will run in, but the Corruptor count is high enough. This Muta count is not looking so scary versus the Corruptor count anymore. Especially with these Spores to fall back to. We see Roshambo's mineral bank actually running quite dry now. Mining only at the natural versus the 4 bases of the opponent, although the mining is not even at all. So it's not very high up there, close to 4 bases as it could be. Drones running in. Gonna try to do some damage here. But there's Mutalisks and a Queen. I don't know what happened to the Queen. I can't see what's going on under these flying units. It looks like the Queen... Oh no, the Queen lives. The Mutalisks and the Queen were enough to defend against those Zerglings. Arion is pushing out again. I think he's got enough to take this now. With these Corruptors. +1 attack done, +2 on the way. No Hive yet for either player. Still not taking advantage of how much economy he could be having. BigBlind, that is. 42 drones versus the 24 of his opponent. 3 more Mutalisks morphing in for Roshambo. Still way behind in army, but he's going pure air. Banding's going to run in, and Mutalisks going to focus on as much as they can. These shots are going to do a lot of damage. The Banelings do make it into the mineral line, though, and blow up some drones? Not like 6. That's not a worthy trade for that number of Banelings. Mutalisks pushing in here again. BigBlind muscling against Roshambo with his gas income. It's actually going to push the Spores forward, though, to try to hold better onto the front of his base. Oh, this hatchery is almost dead. He might be going for a Banding Snipe. Pneumatic Carapace, Burrow, and finally +1 flyer attacks. Researching for BigBlind. Holding this front with the Mutalisks. It's still looking very grim here for Roshambo. Starting to get 3 drones on each geyser. Mutalisks want to push in, but against this wall of Spores, it's quite difficult. More Zerglings coming on out. BigBlind pushing the issue. Zergling's going to run in now, and there's no defensive Banelings, which means this mineral line is forfeit. Mutalisks challenging BigBlinds, but that's unwise. They're completely outmatched here. Corruptors are the ones who retreat, which is a mistake. The wrong unit. Mineral line down to 6 drones. And with the hatchery going down and the main mined out, I think that's GG. I don't... He can't even afford to build a new hatchery. He has to long distance mine now with the drones he has left. Zerglings trying to take out these Spores. They're going to get some. Mutalisks will defend the rest, though. 16 more Zerglings, 3 more drones on the way for BigBlind. Roshambo, he's only mining gas with these drones. He's not even mining. He needs to mine minerals. He's got no mineral mining right now. If he loses these drones, it's over. He's got 6 of them. Where are the other 3? Oh, they're here by this geyser. Zerglings running in, taking out those drones. It's sort of pretty impossible here now for Roshambo. 3 drones in the main were taken out. The only 3 that remain are on the natural, mining minerals. He's got 41 supply to 81. He's gonna kill a bunch of overlords here. That's it. Does supply block BigBlind. But he's just gonna make 10 overlords because he has a ton of them. Really nice hold, but it's over now. If he tries to move out and do damage, he will get overwhelmed by Mutalisks, losing 2 immediately. Gonna try to defend with the Corruptors here, and he's gonna get a decent trade, and actually he's gonna force the opponent to retreat. But his mineral income is so low, there's just no out here. He is getting good trades with the Mutalisk still. Taking off Overlords. Oh, all those Overlords that he just made are actually rallied straight to these units. So he's gonna supply block himself again. 11 more Mutalisks on the way for BigBlind. He does have Overlord speed, which will help some. And the Corruptor count is high enough here that is he gonna... What's the... It's +1/+1 versus +2/+2, but the Muta count is too high. All the Corruptors go down, and yeah, with that, it's gonna be GG. Okay. Going into game 2. Well, chronological game 2, logical game 4. Why is my stream not online? What is going on? Alright, well, hopefully this stuff all gets encoded to... No, what? Why? I should be broadcasting to... Yeah. I am broadcasting through the delay server, but it should still be going to Twitch. Anyway, we are entering game 2 here. Chronological game 2, logical game 4. One of our players here does have a commitment around 1 o'clock, so we're going to get this game in early. We're going to have spawning in the top right corner, the pink Protoss Pwnerizor. And in the bottom left corner, we have the blue Zerg, neilforfoofy. So it seems. Here on Expedition Lost. Quick pylon on the low ground, so it's going to be a fast expansion here for Pwnerizor. Neilforfoofy getting that 9 Overlord, starting the drones. Gonna go up to 13, and probably a 14th drone as well. I don't think 13 pool is a thing. I don't think anybody does that. Probe going down. Is it gonna build a forge? Yes, it is. And is it going to move out? Yes, it is. So he is looking for a hatch first to punish. Is the Overlord going to see the probe? Yes, he will. Probe's not going down the other side of the marine. So the Overlord does know this probe is on the way. And neilforfoofy would go straight for the spawning pool. Not going to try to get that hatch first. So there will be no cannon shenanigans, and Pwnerizor will probably scout this, maybe try to pylon block the natural for a little bit, but we should see him throw up a Nexus right after. Probe goes in. Drone sneaks by the probe. Probe realizes it too late, but the hatchery is going to go down. Doesn't even get to delay it in the slightest. He is going to go... Yeah, he's going to try to cannon it here. Overlord's going to see this straight away. Spawning pool is about to finish, which means Zerglings should be out before cannons are done. We should see the Zerg Morphin Zerglings straight away. Already attacking this pylon with drones. One cannon, two cannon goes down, three cannon, or no, that's a pylon. Two cannons and a pylon back here. Starts 4 Zerglings, but late. He starts the Zerglings late. He needed to start these immediately to have the DPS to deal with this, but now he's going to have to deal with it in drones. He's going to get this first pylon, but the second pylon is going to continue to go up. Only 4 Zerglings, and yeah, the drones have to pull back. Yep, he cancels the hatchery. We should see one of these cannons cancel in response. And he does, the very last second. Leaves 1 cannon, which is enough to deal with 4 Zerglings just fine. We see a cannon and a Nexus start at home. Full vision of the Overlord. Zerglings cannot get there in time to counter. Drone gonna go out, and Pwnerizor's not gonna let that happen. He's gonna set right where this hatchery goes. He's not gonna be able to deny it indefinitely, but he can continue to delay it just by his presence. Currently, this bro and Zergling just wow. This is awkward. I guess they're having a chat. What's this? Other drone's gonna go take a hatchery over here, it seems. Oh no, he doesn't. He doesn't go for the. He doesn't hold position. So a little attack looks like it scares the probe away. Double expansion going down for neilforfoofy. He might try. He's got his gateway going down. Nexus almost done. He might try to cannon rush this one as well. He wants to. Yeah. A single scouting Zergling is going to go here. And it looks like it's going to get there before the cannons go up, but he still might manage to get some cannons down. It's quite possible. Yeah, does wind up getting that pylon cancelled with the probe going down. This hatchery as yet remains unscouted. What is neilforfoofy's follow-up? He's going to go roaches? He does need to take out this pylon and cannon eventually, or he's going to have gateway units warping into his main. Why is my stream still down? Sorry. Something might be screwy with the delay server. Oh well. 7 core down. No warp gate research yet. Double simulators. Pylon going down the main. And we're finally transitioning to stuff that isn't Zerglings and cannons. Metal Bomb Boost going down for neilforfoofy. Still got 100 gas, so he might go a quick lair here. He's going to have to start rallying drones to these other bases. Probe gets in. We'll see what he gets a look at. He's going to see no lair, so he should be happy about that. He is going Stargate, actually, in the main. Still no warp gate research. There he goes, starting it now, along with another zealot. Stargate is most likely going to be double Stargate. Oh boy. Oh, with 1 Stargate, I was going to say an Oracle would be most likely, but with 2 Stargates, he may very well be going for Phoenix. He's going to really commit to the airplay here. Protoss actually doing really good in economy, up on drones. Workers, I should say. Second guys are going down here for neilforfoofy. Starting that lair. Going to start rallying drones elsewhere. Needs to send off a bunch of the rain. He's got too many minerals here. Starting queens at his other hatcheries, but he's supply blocked. +1 ground weapons. Warp gate. More zealots coming out. Void ray. To follow the Phoenix that got chrono boosted out before I even noticed it was happening. More void rays. He's probably gonna use the Phoenix to try to clear overlords and then massive void rays and go for an attack. And with the Zerg player so spread out, any base he goes for is dead. He's not gonna be able to group the queens together for defense. It was a really smart play here from Pwnerizor. More gateways going down. Continuing to produce zealots. No Twilight Council, but it looks like it's gonna be just like Zealot Void Ray for the composition here. We got another pylon, mostly avoiding supply blocks. 2 Void Rays out. He's gonna start a 4th, I would think. Yeah, or a Phoenix, actually. Doesn't go for another Void Ray. But 2 Phoenix and 2 Void Rays are gonna be pushing out here. They're gonna fly right over this watchtower, but there's nothing that neilforfoofy can do to react. He's got the 1 queen. He needs the other queens to join in, but they're too far. There's no creep connecting these bases. This base is super vulnerable. He's going to go for this base. And yeah, he evacuates all the drones. Realizes he can't hold it. does have Overlord speed, which is very nice for him, but he's going to lose this to Overlord anyway. And the Void Rays are going to take out this actor with no problem. Drones evacuate over to the other base, and we'll probably see, with Warp Gate finishing so many gateways, Twilight Council going down as well. He could go for Charge, he could go for Dark Templar, he could do whatever he wants here. He's doing really well in economy. Could see the Protoss and go for a third soon with all this massive bulk he has. Spore Crawler is going down from neilforfoofy. He does have a Hydralisk deck. He does have an out. We'd really like to see... Oh, sorry, 4 Zealots. 4 Zealots working, but they're not going to be able to do anything against this Roach Hydra. Phoenix go for the lift, but the Hydras are going to deny that. And yeah, he's going to have to pull back. He doesn't want to challenge the Hydras. Did he... Oh no, he just canceled building and creep tumors. No observer. Just a cannon. Can he do this? It's close. I think if he goes for the charge and focuses on the Hydralisk, then he's definitely got this. And yeah, the Zealots are going to tank the Hydras. And oh wow, it's not even close. Everything just gets destroyed. The Zealots sacrifice themselves so that the Void Rays can do the damage. Does have 2 Spore Crawlers here in the main. Hydra's going to focus down a Void Ray. They're going to get it. They're busy focusing on Queen. Go close for a second one. They get the second one too. So nice trades here for neilforfoofy. Spore getting some shots, and yeah, he's going to have to retreat. But I think with the economies as they are, I think Pwnerizor is happy with this trade. Kill a bunch of Zerg army. He could easily go for a third base now. He's got units back at home. Probably going to continue to reduce Void Rays. Loses the Phoenix there. Slightly sloppy mistake. Up to 56 probes. Both mirror lines well saturated. Gotta clear out these overloads here. Hydralisk getting chased. Roaches, more Hydras building. Void Ray's too powerful off creep. More Overlords go down. Saves the last one. Zealot's gonna go in here. Should keep the Stargate units out of it. Let the Zealots deal with the Queens. He's gonna try to rally out here, but he needs to rally the Hydralisk, and Hydralisk are so slow off creep. Yeah, he's gonna call the GG. Can't save the base. Alright. Here we go. Into chronological game 3, logical game 2 of this match. ZVZ on Deadwing LE. Deadwing and Inferno pools, both very large maps, definitely favoring Zergs. So naturally we're going to have some Zerg versus Zerg on these maps. It's going to be vertical spawns with Checkmate playing for Garmin here as the blue Zerg, spawning in the top right position. And we have Maarfon, the pink Zerg, playing for Google Cardboard, spawning in the bottom right position. And both of them do rally their overlords, and Maarfon rallies correctly. Checkmate rallies incorrectly at Checkmate. Not very good at this game, obviously. Turning up no super early pools here, which would be a very unwise decision here on Deadwing Ladder Edition. Maarfon starts his Overlord quite late. I thought that was going to be a 9 pool for a second, but no, just a very late Overlord. Unfortunate for him. It's not going to cost him much. He hasn't larva capped. So he is going to just build those drones. He's just going to have everything a little bit later than his opponent here. Perhaps spaced out for a little bit. Maybe he was larva capped. He's actually a drone behind at the moment. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Not in a gold game, anyway. And this would actually be a pretty big mistake in a diamond or master's level game. Delaying the Overlord for 10 seconds like that. But he is going to advance. Both players, it looks like... nope. Maarfon will take the pool, and Checkmate will go for the hatchery in this one. So it's going to be on Maarfon to equalize. See if he goes for a gas or if he's just going to mineral up for that hatchery. It looks like he's just going to mineral up for the hatchery. Should send a drone out around now to go start building it. Around now. What happened to his overlord? Oh no, he's got it over here. Okay. So he's past his opponent's overlord, so he knows that he's over there. Sends a drone now. A little bit late to start that hatchery. Gas going down for checkmate, as well as the spawning pool. And his gas is going down before Maarfon, so he's going to have speed earlier. Quite a simple rule there. Queen will start earlier for Maarfon. And he'll be able to start his second and third queens earlier as well. Checkmate. Getting 3 drones on that geyser. Maarfon taking his geyser now. So Checkmate's going to be ahead in economy here. It's not that big of a difference, these two builds. Ooh, go for a Roach Warren. Very quick Roach Warren here from Maarfon. He could be trying to get aggressive here. I don't think he knows his opponent went hatch first. But this is still a potential to do a lot of aggression against that build. However, Metablock Boost is already on the way. 2 queens in production for Checkmate. So he may be able to Link Flood to deal with these roaches. How much is Maarfon going to commit to these? He doesn't have enough gas to build a lot, unfortunately. He started his geyser quite late, so he can only afford 2 roaches right now. No second queen. Only 1 queen in his main. Hasn't started the second one yet. Should. He's supply capped. Can't build more drones. No drones at the natural. Starts the second queen now. Cancels roaches. Builds more drones. Needs overlords. He needs overlords. Checkmate is just going to build a couple Zerglings. Ahead in drones. Gonna build another overlord out of his opponent. Baneling Nest going down in the main for him. Metabolic Boost almost done. Metabolic Boost not even close to finishing here for Maarfon, who is investing his gas in roaches. But the roaches are quite late now. Zerglings actually, yeah, they're going to get a roach. But more roaches should pop out here. And 3 Zerglings, they're going to get a drone. Are they going to get a second one? They do. 3 Zerglings for 2 drones, not bad. Especially with Maarfon behind on drones. He's down to 18 versus 26. He's built a handful of roaches. He's going to build 7 more drones, 3 more roaches. Rally these roaches out. Checkmate's just going to nonchalantly take a third and go up to lair. He should see these roaches on the way. He does with his overlord. But 5 roaches is not a big number. If he just if his next inject larva is just all Zerglings, he'll deal with it just fine. And where's the roaches? Okay, they're here at the watchtower, sitting under the overlord. Maarfon goes for his lair at the natural. Throws down a creep tumor. Gonna keep building those drones. Checkmate going for that third. Roaches sitting here at the watchtower. Overlord's bundle here. He goes for a third of his own. And there we go. Gonna push out with these roaches. He may have psyched his opponent out enough. No, there's 2 spine crawlers here. It's gonna be difficult to get anything done in the natural. He's gonna go straight for the rocks? Or is that a miss rally? He's gonna attack the rocks? Spider sense is tingling here for the checkmate. He's gonna see them here, and yeah, now he goes for the rocks. Gonna have time though. Gonna rewrap the spine. 12 roaches building for checkmate. He just waited for his roach warren, and now he's got plenty of defense. Equal on drones, but ahead in army supply. Third is faster too. He's gonna start that third queen. He's gonna be able to throw out a bunch more drones. No glial reconstitution yet for either player. Maarfon starting his now. He will be able to retreat versus the roaches of checkmate. He's not going to be able to do any damage up here. Yeah, it pushes up, and there's plenty of roaches and spine waiting for him. So he is just going to back off. 10 drones for Maarfon, 11 for Checkmate. Queen starting at the third for both players. A bunch of drones transfer from Maarfon towards that third. We'd like to see him keep his mains up saturated though, as well as his natural. Looks like Pwnerizor has to go. Clear reconstitution finishing here for Maarfon. Additional for the same for Checkmate. +1 missile attacks from Maarfon actually, starting on an eagle chamber somewhere. Those are going to be done nice and soon, well before Checkmate. Checkmate is going double upgrades though. He is starting +1 missile, +1 carapace on the ground. Nice saturation here at the third. Main still a little light, natural still a little light. No, that's getting up there. We see Checkmate is nicely saturated in both the main and the natural. The third is what's quite light at the moment, but that's normal. Double spine collars going down, another evo chamber going down for Maarfon. Should see him start +1 carapace in the main though. Oh no, +2 missiles. Just rushing those attack upgrades. All in all, somewhat even. Checkmate is a little ahead, which, I mean, in Roach v Roach, sometimes that's all that matters. But yeah, it's going to be just Roach v Roach here. 13 more drones for Maarfon. Very nice. It's going to be nice and saturated at all of his bases. But we need to see a later plan for these players. More roaches for Checkmate. +1/+1 about to finish. Slightly ahead in army supply. Both of them have roach speed. Overseers, Creep Doomers. Need to see a transition. Are we going to see Infestation Pit? Are we going to see Hydralisk Den? Or is this going to be roach all day, every day? Spores going to take out the Overlord. No +1 carapace started here for Maarfon, so he's actually going to fall behind an upgrade here in a little bit. Checkmate's going to start his 2-2, probably right around now. Yeah, +2/+2 on the way. Overlord speed finishing for Maarfon, and Checkmate's pushing out, but I think Maarfon has more than enough roaches to hold this. He is down an upgrade though. It's close. Not sure who's winning. He's going to retreat to the spine, retreat to the high ground. The fourth is going to get sniped. That should be no big deal. More roaches pushing in, but the concave from Maarfon is greatly superior. I think, yeah, he's going to clean all of these up. Even down an upgrade. 1-1 versus 1-0. +2 missile is going to finish right after this attack for Maarfon. This is actually the best timing that Checkmate could hit, but not enough roaches. He's going to remake them. He's going Grooved Spine, so the Hydralisk Den is done for Checkmate. That's going to be his transition plan out of this. What is Maarfon's? He gets a good roach trade there. He's going to push here, but this is potentially ill-advised. Checkmate's going to rally his roaches in. It's I think Checkmate has more here. Maarfon has a better concave, but Checkmate has more roaches, so he's going to win this battle. Quite handily, actually. You need to see more roaches for Maarfon. You need to see him do something with his gas. He goes Infestation Pit. Needs more roaches rallying. He's actually going to get a decent create off the high ground right there. Good concave. He needs to pull back, though. He can't engage. He's going to give 2 roaches away for free there. More roaches rallying. Too many roaches for Checkmate. Checkmate is way ahead in the army supply here. Macro just on point. He's got Burrow. Hasn't started any Hydralisk yet. Doesn't need it. He's just going to run straight past the spines. End of the natural here. He could snipe the lair. That would be devastating for Maarfon. He's going to get the queens. Putting down these injects. And yeah, he's going to go straight for the lair. Going to go for the drones first. Drones pulled for Maarfon, but drones versus roaches, it's not a battle you want to be fighting. He's trying to continue to produce, but he's way behind in supply now. He's falling way behind in workers. He's going to lose the lair here. I'll probably be next. Roaches getting thrown in one by one in small groups. 154 supply to 61. It's all over here for Maarfon. Queen might finish. Yeah, Queen does finish, but too many roaches. Macro just a bit better here for checkmate, allowing him to pull ahead and take the game. Alright. Going into... Is my stream up? Yes, it is. Yay. We're going into chronological game 4, logical game 3, between Google Cardboard and Garmin. It's going to be a TVT. If you haven't had enough mirror matches already, it's going to be a TVT here on Vaani Research Station. Mimimi, the pink Terran, playing for Google Cardboard, spawns in the northern position, and Sock, the blue Terran, playing for Garmin, spawns in the southern position. Vaani is... It's a Terran-favored map against other races, mostly because of this natural. So this natural, it lets you... It's very economical. It is behind your main, which means you only have to wall off this tiny ramp to get 2 bases, which obviously Terran loves versus Zerg, and versus aggressive Protoss. But while it is very useful for... it is very ground safe for economical openings, it is extremely vulnerable to drops. And it's so far from your third that drops can really yank you back and forth in this game. We have both players going gas first. Mimimi getting quite an earlier gas than his opponent. He's going to put 3 SCVs on it straight away. Going to go for that barrack. Sock opting for slightly more minerals. So he's going to have... Actually, no. He sacrifices his mineral gain by going for an early scout. Mimimi going for the barracks here, close to the base. SCV might start annoying another SCV, but no, he's just going to scout around, going to check the gas, and just keep looping around. Yeah, he's going to go for the SCV now, but he's going to have to play fisticuffs with Mimimi's SCV. Just a little annoying build for us. Gonna do some more fisticuffs, trying to get this SCV. Little micro war. He's really going for it. It's going to be a Marine for Mimimi, so he should start a factory, I think. What's he going to do with this gas? It's going to be a Reaper for Sock. Gas first is not optimal for a quick Reaper, so it is going to be a factory. Another Marine for Mimimi. He's going to need that to deal with the Reaper, definitely. Factory going down for Sock as well. Mimimi having a little extra gas a little later on the depot. Is he gonna go Hellions? What's this quick factory for? Is it gonna be quick starport? Reactor. So it could be Hellions, or he could just be building Marines. Reaper moving out now. Supply depot wall up front for Mimimi. Second guys are going down. For Sock, so he's definitely going Banshee. I'm not sure what Mimimi is going for. Reaper goes in, Marine's going to have to defend this. How many SCVs will he get? Goes for 1. He's going to go, he wants it. He's going to get it. Nope, SCV rallies away. Good defense there by Mimimi. Reaper running the hell around. But he can't go against 2 Marines. Takes some hot shots. Is he going to get this SCV? Oh, the Reaper's being really annoying. Gets 1 SCV. I keep going for more. Rallying that Reaper all the way around. Just going to focus the weak one, and... Is he going to get it? No. So he does get saved. Starport goes down. Double Hellions. They will take care of this Reaper. Reaper does go down after getting a couple kills. Pretty intense micro there. Factory goes to Reactor, goes to a tech lab. Starport also going to build a tech lab, so it's going to be Banshee. We should see Mimimi throw down the scan to see what's going on in his opponent's base. Second barracks going on this reactor. Going to be a bunch of Marines, Banshees, tanks, It's going to be a one base all in here from Sock. Mimimi is going for Hellbats with this armory here. It's going to be a Hellbat drop for certain. He needs additional medevacs though. And Sock's going to have a lot of Marines. Going for the Banshee, going for Cloak. Factory not doing anything yet. Sock actually pulling ahead. He's got a 6 worker advantage from this early Reaper harass. Although Mimi is staying even in supply and on mineral economy. With this build he's going for. Supply block helping with that a bit. First Banshee going out, Engineering Bay going down in case of his opponent's Banshee. Medevac going out with 4 Hellions, but there's quite a number of Marines here, so the Hellions, if microed perfectly, might be able to do it. But he's gonna drop right here. Oh, he's gonna drop them straight in the mineral line. The tank is out though. The tank's gonna siege and may do more damage to the SCVs than the Hellions. Marines and tank coming out at a perfect time here to build this drop. And yeah, he's gonna have to retreat with the remaining 2 Hellions. He's gonna drop them on the tank here, but they're not. He's gonna morph them into Hellbats, but the Marines are there for the defense. He's gonna get the tank. Marines actually focus the medevac. SCVs go to repair the tank. Wow, he gets everything. He loses some SCVs, but that's it. Mimimi going for a command center, but the Banshee's gonna put a stop to that. No Engineering Bay. He's starting another barracks. He's got very little anti-air here. I think this Banshee's gonna clean them out. Focusing on these SCVs. Going for his own command center. Throws down the scan, but the Banshee can just kill all the Marines. Ah, that's the worst. I've got to build more Marines here, but he's going to need another scan. Losing more SCVs down to 19, 32, 18. Oh no. He's going to scan again. But he loses another Marine first. He needs to go for the scan, but now with 1 Marine, 1 shot to death. Not enough. Down to 14 SCVs. No Engineering Way for a turret. He's going for a Viking. Researching Banshee Cloak himself, but he doesn't need that right now. More SCV's gonna go down. Garmin, Sock happily macroing up and back. He's gonna start Stimp back. He's gonna finish his natural command center here in a second. Banshee. Oh no, he killed it. There's no Banshee. Does he not realize he killed it? The Viking has a kill. What is he doing? Oh, Cloak Banshee of his own. He does actually. I didn't realize he killed the Banshee. He's gonna kill some SCVs. Turret here. He's got a lot of work to do. He's got a lot of work to do. He's down 11 SCVs to 29. You guys gotta use the Banshee though. Gets too close to the turret. Turret starting in the back here. He's gonna finish this command center. Gonna keep building Marines, but his economy is so horribly sunken. Yeah, Sock's gonna move out here with a bunch of Marines and a tank, and I don't think that Mimimi has an answer. He's got half the worker count of his opponent, getting the bad end of that early game aggression trade. Does have a single tank siege defensively, which can be all the world, but this Banshee can pick it off. Needs that Viking for the defense to defend that Banshee. Banshee moving in here. He needs to siege his tank. He's going to siege at the edge. I don't think that's a good idea. He could lose everything to the Marines. Marines are going to go drop straight on top of this. Banshee's going to push him as well for the support. They extract the tank fire. Hellbat's going to get destroyed immediately. Bunch of Marines. There's no more tanks. This is GG. There's no way for him to hold it. Quick, clean victory there by Sock. Excellent defense against the Hellbat drop. Great Cloak Banshee play. Garmin takes the series. 3-2-1.